So we are streaming there as far as that's concerned. Let's look at the YouTube channel and see if it's actually working. So it says that it's streaming. Looks like it's streaming. Don't know if it's going to be worth seeing, but I will give it a try again. So, wait. One. Okay, that seemed a little better. And we move out here, take a look around. That seems better still. Let's see, are we going to overload this damn thing again? So that's what my ceiling looks like from the floor. This is my nice little pyramid for my beacon. Obviously using a haste 2. I've covered my pyramid with pyramid looking like substances rather than I used a little bit of sandstone steps here rather than just leaving the iron blocks. Obviously I would be using iron blocks, that's why we have an iron golem farm. I actually mined all the iron for this pyramid before I got that working. Little farm that I get my brown glass from all my cocoa beans and have a little bit of cactus for getting my green glass and other things that you can use cactus for. Have some basic things, a little hopper furnace to auto up large batches of stuff when you're AFKing. Little slime spawn chunk that was finally identified after tons of times misidentifying it. You can see I thought it was here. There is one here that I have since covered up, but I thought it was over here. I didn't think it was here. I thought it was over here. It wasn't here. I found one over there and built that. And then I found, hey, there's another one right here. So, and then there's another one back here somewhere that has not been identified. So the plan for this big place is to dig out the entire 50-50, right? As you can see at level 11, it's already been dug out, at least to the 50-50. Off to the east here, I took it actually past the 50-50 about 12 blocks. That's about as far as you can get before you lose your haste 2 after walking out of range. And started putting up these arches to give some depth. When I get over here, after I run out of the 50 range, I'm most definitely going to be opening all of this up to get a good look at that. That's right. I want to bust open as much of that as possible so that I can, get my beautiful ravines that are going off into the both directions and see if we can make that part of the build. When I started this hole, of course, I usually start off in a ravine because it's easy access to caving, get your initial resources. It's always good fun. Most of that ravine that was headed off that way, it petered out already and has been chopped up by the build that I've done so far. There's a little piece of it that's still up at the top, and there's some more to be exposed. So at the higher levels, we'll see if any of it actually survives from being hacked up. Uh, the folks you see chatting are other members of the group. This is my little staircase that is made to look a little bit in a Escher fashion. It's the same on the bottom as it is on the top. So it kind of gives you the old loop-de-loo. As a matter of fact, Mill helped design the layout of that. Help help me choose the proper building materials. This one actually goes up to the roof and then pops out. As of right now, it'll probably end up getting tore down, moved, depending on how everything progresses. Have a minecart elevator that takes me up to my portal into the nether. My portal into the nether sits on our hub and is at Y114. And this is just a little manual farm for my pumpkins and sugarcane because I live on pumpkin pies. Gonna have me a little pumpkin pie now. And definitely gonna end up with a nice big space. Was planning on putting in some auto farms eventually. Uh, they'll be built into the far walls. The iron golem farm will end up getting moved back, probably towards that wall back there. Uh, its big problem is it always needs, the five block radius around that spawning area, so the golems don't appear on the outside of it. So that's why it's just sitting here in the middle of the mess. And my initial uh, storage area, I was not doing it complete on purpose because I didn't want it to. I didn't really want to put it here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it end up in the center or not. It'll probably end up on the outside walls too, at least for the majority of this stone and the dorite and granite and andesite. Uh, as I was getting overwhelmed in my little storage area because of all of the material that I'm actually digging up, I went, oh, you know what? This is taking up too much room. So I came and built a little cub back here. I'm already, you know, that many chests into a 32. So out of 32 chests, gonna end up making several of those before we're done here. I keep digging out in sections that are like 22 by 12, I think. It's, or it might just be 11. It's whatever you get from just standing still with efficiency 5 and slamming. Zoom. That that gives you 5 blocks deep. So it's like do that twice that way, 4 times that way. Boom. So it's like 21 by 11, I think. And one of the hardest part of that ceiling is trying to make sure that it doesn't turn into a pattern, foreseeable pattern, because when you get the pattern, then it starts to just aggravate. It's like, oh no, it's repeating. Oh no, it's repeating. Stupid. Trying to keep it as random as possible. And yeah, I got some slimes in my hand now. So let's see. This is transitioning a little bit better than it did the last time. God, I don't even know what I just changed. You know better than that, Jeff. I actually work in the computer industry. I should always document what it is I'm changing on a program, and I didn't. So But it most definitely, whatever I did change has helped with the chop. It doesn't seem to be quite nearly as bad, at least not on my end. So I'm watching the sun come up, our little beam. As you can see from up here, I'm trying to keep, you know, blended into the biome as much as possible. I'm not lighting everything up. That's why I wasn't working on that roof anymore after dark, because mobs come up and wreck me, and I don't feel like fighting mobs all the time when I'm actually trying to build something. I'm That's just how I am now. So I figured I'd just run around and show stuff. So into the nether we shall go. On our last server, we had bouncy ways. This time we're doing horsies. I have me a little skeleton horse for running around in the nether. So let's see how well we can do some riding. It seems to be keeping up with that pretty well too. So I guess I got something fixed right in the program. I don't know. All right. So let me get off that. Close you back in. Stay. Stay horsey. Good silver. Bye bye. Get out of here, get back in my hidey hole, and then I'm going to go AFK again. But I will turn off the live stream for that because, you know, the only thing more boring than listening to me talk is to just look at me staring at a pumpkin. So, not rendering very well since coming back through the portal. Up, there's my nice disappearing stand again. And it slowly renders in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Can't even get a nice shot of what's in the world that I haven't seen already. All right, so little nano farm is a good thing. Lots of crops, the bones, lots of crops, good crops, trade, yes. So lock myself in, stare at my jack-o'-lanterns. Ooh, ooh, just my head. So bye bye for now.